Ever felt like whatever you say to your child just seems to miss the mark? If so, you're in good company. A Pew Research Center survey reveals that 62% of parents find parenting tougher than they expected, highlighting the universal struggle of feeling unheard by our children. But imagine you had a set of methods that turns these moments of disconnect into opportunities for deeper understanding. How to Talk So Kids Will Listen and Listen So Kids Will Talk by Adele Faber and Elaine Mazlish offers just that. Let's explore this transformative guide together, designed to revolutionize the way we communicate with our kids. Peaceful Saturday afternoon, and a parent and child are playing with a toy car, creating imaginary roads. Suddenly, the car crashes and breaks. The child's joy turns to dismay. The natural instinct might be to say, "Don't worry, it's just a toy, we can get another one." A common response that I'm guilty of too. However, while well-intentioned, this can make the child feel like their emotions are trivial. Faber and Mazlish summarize this well, suggesting that instead the parent should acknowledge the child's feelings. That looks really upsetting. That car was a big part of our games, wasn't it? But why is this so important? Why acknowledge the problem rather than hush it? And why label the emotion?
I am happy!
This empathetic response validates the child's feelings,
Thanks for understanding me, Dad.
showing them that their emotions are understood and important. It helps them navigate their initial shock and sadness, opening a pathway to discussing feelings and coping with disappointment. By acknowledging and validating children's feelings, we support their emotional development.
I am happy.
Children learn to identify, express, and manage their emotions, which is crucial for their overall mental health and well-being. This approach sets the stage for effective communication and cooperation between parents and children, leading to better emotional well-being and overall development. Imagine you're in a supermarket and your child starts crying uncontrollably. It's stressful, right? But what if your kids cooperated instead of creating a scene? You can transform this scenario by engaging your child's cooperation without using threats or punishment. Faber and Mazlish, in their book, highlight the importance of involving your kids in making choices. Why? Because choices give children a sense of autonomy and control. It shows them that you value their decisions and thoughts. If you make every choice for them, it can negatively impact their ability to make decisions as adults. Studies show that indecisiveness in adulthood often stems from a lack of decision-making practice in childhood. Use humor, encouragement, and empathy to motivate your children. For example, in the supermarket, you could say, "Do you want to help me pick the fruit? Or would you rather choose the bread?" Giving your child a choice makes them more likely to cooperate. While engaging cooperation is vital for building a strong parent-child bond, it is also important to consider the consequences of our actions when children make mistakes or fail to cooperate. The next chapter delves into alternatives to punishment. As parents, we often feel like we should punish our children when they misbehave, but the truth is, we don't always know how to punish effectively. Punishment can backfire and cause resentment or defiance in our children, and it may not even address the root cause of the misbehavior. So, what can we do instead? The answer lies in using logical consequences. Using logical consequences and problem solving are better alternatives to punishment because it allows children to experience the natural results of their actions, which helps them understand the cause and effect relationship between their behavior and the consequences that follow. But why is this important? Think about it. When we punish children, we are often simply telling them what not to do. We may be able to control their behavior in the short term, but we're not necessarily teaching them how to make responsible decisions or how to manage their behavior in the long term. On the other hand, logical consequences provide a natural learning experience. By experiencing the consequences of their actions, children can learn to take responsibility for their behavior and make better choices in the future. Encouraging autonomy is the focus of this chapter, which emphasizes the importance of fostering independence and self-reliance in children. One way to do this is by providing opportunities for children to make decisions and take responsibility for their actions, even if they make mistakes along the way. This approach allows children to develop problem-solving skills, resilience, and a sense of accomplishment. Mistakes are a natural part of the learning process, and by allowing children to make mistakes and learn from them, parents are helping their children develop resilience and a growth mindset. Children who are given opportunities to make decisions and take responsibility for their actions are more likely to become independent, self-reliant adults who are capable of making informed decisions and dealing with the challenges that life presents. Faber and Mazlish suggest that parents should be mindful of their own expectations and be non-judgmental when children are struggling. When children feel that they won't be judged or criticized for their mistakes, they are more likely to try new things and learn from their experiences. This approach can help children develop a positive attitude towards challenges and setbacks, seeing them as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than failures. Encouraging autonomy helps children develop confidence in their abilities, but it's also essential to know how to provide the right kind of feedback to support their growth. In the next chapter, we'll examine the role of praise in motivating children and how to use descriptive praise effectively to foster resilience and a growth mindset. In today's society, we are often praised for our accomplishments and achievements. This validation can feel good, allow us to feel craved and appreciated, especially when we have accomplished something that we are proud of. As parents, it's natural to want to praise our children and boost their self-esteem. We often want to praise our children for their accomplishments, big and small. After all, we want to show them that we are proud of them and encourage them to keep doing well. Faber and Mazlish challenge this notion in depth in this chapter. For example, imagine a child who is praised for being smart, without any specific feedback about what they did well. While this might seem like a positive affirmation, it can actually have negative consequences. The child may begin to rely on their label of being smart and feel discouraged when faced with challenges that threaten that label. They may also avoid risks and challenges in order to maintain their identity as a smart person instead of embracing new opportunities for growth and learning. So, what can we do instead? One alternative is to use descriptive praise, which focuses on specific behaviors and efforts. For example, instead of saying "good job" when a child completes a puzzle, we can say, "I noticed you kept trying, even when it was difficult." That shows real persistence and determination. Descriptive praise acknowledges the effort the child put in, while also providing specific feedback that can be useful for future challenges. Ultimately, the goal of praise is to motivate children and build their confidence and self-esteem. By using descriptive praise and balancing it with constructive feedback, we can help children embrace challenges, develop a growth mindset, and feel empowered to take on new opportunities. Imagine a child who is often labeled as shy. As they grow older, they might begin to internalize this label, believing they are naturally reserved and avoid speaking up, even when they have valuable ideas to share. Similarly, a child labeled as a troublemaker might believe they are destined to misbehave, leading to repeated negative behavior patterns and struggles in school and beyond. When these children become adults, they may find it difficult to break free from the limitations these roles imposed on them, potentially affecting their careers, relationships, and overall self-esteem. Faber and Mazlish emphasize that parents play a critical role in freeing their children from these limiting labels. By offering encouragement and seeing children as individuals with endless potential, parents can help them step out of these predefined roles. For example, a shy child might discover a passion for public speaking when supported in a non-judgmental, nurturing environment. A troublemaker might thrive in a setting where their energy is channeled positively, showing them they are capable of making better choices. The key is allowing children to explore their full range of emotions, behaviors, and interests without being confined to one role. When children are given the freedom to redefine themselves, they grow into adults who are confident, self-aware, and resilient, able to face challenges with an open mindset rather than feeling trapped by old labels. We hope that the insights and techniques presented in this book have been helpful to you and your family. If you found this content useful, drop a comment and please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more informative and engaging content on parenting and family relationships.